I'm pretty sure that this is not a big surprise. I am going to be staying in the VAG family for a little bit longer, but this is, well, a new to me Laura VRS. Now I know many of you will not consider this car as an upgrade. Even I don't consider it as an upgrade. While looking for an upgrade from my 2015 Octavia TSI, which was built to stage 3 with an IS20 turbo, I was looking at a couple of cars. Well, you of course had your VRS 230s, 245s. I was also considering the F chassis 330i with the B48 engine, and maybe if I was going very adventurous, I could have probably gotten a B8.5 Audi S4 as well. But let's be honest, we've seen tons of content on the MQB platform, VRS 230 and 245. I mean, we at least have easily like 50 to 60 videos on that car. The 330i was way too expensive to maintain. It was way too expensive to build as well. And the B48 engine doesn't have a lot of tuning potential. And the Audi S4 is just straight up ridiculously expensive. This was a bit more of an emotional purchase. I think so there are only 500 Laura VRSs in the country, and this is one of them, and as you can see, it's not in the best condition. I'll get to that shortly. But yeah, I wanted something which I actually had fun while driving. The Octavia was incredibly fast, was basically point and shoot and it was gone. This is not like that. This is, you have to work for the speed, it's more engaging and it's more analog, and that's exactly why I bought a Laura VRS. As you can see, this Laura VRS was basically on its way out. If I hadn't bought the car, probably the owner would have sent it for scrap. And yeah, I was lucky enough to buy it at a fairly decent price, and as you can see, there's a lot of work to be done. This is not going to be a build series, it's going to be more of like a restoration series, because basically we have to rebuild the whole car. I'm not even joking. The suspension is gone, the body panels are gone, the car has probably been involved in a tiny little minor front end accident because the hood is out of place, the bumpers are out of place, the lights are out of place, the panel gaps on the front and rear bumpers are crazy. The interior is alright, there's not much wrong in it, but the seats are kind of torn apart. The क्या बोलते हैं? Sewing? Silai? Whatever, the stitching has come apart, and yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff to do on the interior, mainly with the infotainment system, because it's pretty much gone. There's nothing left in the infotainment system. So yeah, it's more of a restoration series than a build series, and that's going to be very interesting because yeah, I want to see how the final product will turn out, because as you can see at the moment, yeah, I mean, it's in really bad shape. Well, I was meaning to do an engine shot, but I just found out that the cable that opens the engine locking mechanism or whatever, well, yeah, it's not there, and you can't even pull it into place. So yeah, I can't open the engine as of now. I'm pretty sure the boys at Mechanics can do something. But one of the reasons why I bought the Laura VRS instead of any of the other cars that I just mentioned was, well, first and foremost, because I want something which is a little bit more analog to drive. The Octavia was incredibly fast, but there was no feel, no feedback, whereas this, I love the way a PQ platform Laura drives. And PQ platform cars, in my opinion, are a little bit more engaging to drive. They're a little bit more raw and visceral, if that's the correct word. But yeah, and I loved my Laura TSI, which I had a couple of years ago, and I basically wanted something like that, but just a little bit more special. Now, before people tear me apart in the comments, I know that this car does not have the Gen 2 2-liter TSI. It instead just has the regular Laura 1.8 TSI engine. But the thing is, that's not the only thing that makes this car a VRS. I know it's not a real VRS, it's more of like a VRS Lite kind of thing in India. The suspension is different, the steering rack is different, if I'm not wrong, the brakes are different, and most importantly, the interior. I'm not sure if you can hear it. That's the infotainment system struggling to do something with the CD player. Not too sure. It's definitely going to get switched out for a newer RCD 340. And I'm not sure how quickly we can do that, but I think so we're going to first work on stuff that will actually make the car drive a little bit better. This car was bought in Bangalore, and Sushant, my friend from Mechanics Automotive, basically drove the car all the way from Bangalore to Pune in this particular condition, and it just goes to show how well built these cars are. A lot of people criticize German cars and VAG products for being highly unreliable and basically you can't depend on them. That is definitely not the case. If the car is in good condition and if all of the primary components are working perfectly fine, this car has no issues because this engine and this gearbox is in great condition. There's no problem in the engine or the gearbox. Coming to the interior is very special if you ask me. You get these lovely sports bucket seats. You have this 3-spoke steering wheel with the VRS badge. You get a different infotainment system from the normal Laura TSI as well. The instrument cluster is different. Pedals also are different, although the pedals on this particular car, well, they don't have anything on top of them. Even the rear seats are a little bit more special because they have this lovely material and the VRS logo stitched on. The wheels are also different and you get a sunroof as well. So all of these little things really do make a big difference in the way this thing drives, and it also gives you that little bit extra special factor which I think so a normal Laura TSI really lacks. So yeah, this is probably one of the biggest projects that we've taken up over here at TDH. This car is going to go through almost everything from getting the suspension back in place, to tuning the car, to painting the car, to refurbishing the interior. This is going to be a very big project. It's going to be a very time consuming as well, but I think we're going to learn a lot, and moreover, I hope you're going to get entertained by it. So if you want to see more of the Laura VRS project, stay subscribed to the channel. Keep on watching out for this sort of content because it's going to be very interesting. I know for a fact that we're going to come into a lot of hurdles and obstacles. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting as to how this project is going to turn out. And if you're someone from the automotive industry, like a garage, someone who does interior, someone who does tuning, and you want to put your name out there, we're more than happy. Send us a DM and maybe we can do something with the Laura and your brand. So let us know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you in the next one.